Co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. Welcome to our Make Money Monday. Hope you are having an amazing start to the week. Super excited to be here with you today. We're going to talk a little bit about simplifying, summerfying your social content strategy to make it easier than ever. So as you're joining, say hello. Let me know you are here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this video. Make sure we are live in all the places. We're live over on Instagram now. Yay! And I am going to take this over from our page and share it into our groups. And we'll talk a little bit here at the end about Facebook pages, some of the things that we're seeing changing, and how to really leverage your content. And so you can go ahead and share those into your groups, which I know many of you have and love oh so dearly. So as you're popping in, say hello. I see a few of you on already. Let me know your direct sales company. Let me know where you are joining us from. I'm going to go ahead and share this in both of our groups. We have our Modern Direct Seller Tribe, your spot to grow your direct sales business. Great place to hang out. Lots of free content popping into that group every single day. And then, of course, we have our Modern Direct Seller Academy for our paid membership. So shout out to all of my Academy members. We got lots of good stuff happening. We're even doing office hours here in just about an hour. So lots going on today. Really excited to be here and talk a little bit around social content. So again, as you're popping in, say hello. Let me know you're here. I see a few of you over on Instagram. I see a few of you over on Facebook. We got some people on LinkedIn. We got people joining us everywhere. And you guys, how cute is my video studio setup? I just feel like I need to wear pink all the time as I'm doing videos over here because it just pops. So much fun. I'm loving having this space set up and ready to go. Anytime we have a live video or a training or a workshop, I'm recording the podcast on video now as well. And related to today's topic of social media, tomorrow's podcast episode, a little teaser, you heard it here first, is all around how to use AI in your content. So, hey, Kelly, glad you're here. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. So I'm really excited to share a little bit about that because we did an episode on AI back in the day. Like I feel like as soon as AI started becoming a thing, we talked a little bit about how to use it and created a download around AI. But the podcast you're going to hear tomorrow is a much deeper dive on AI and different ways to really make it work for you. I found it being really, really helpful in some aspects of my business. There's other things that I'm like, I definitely can't use AI for this. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how we're using it and how it might apply to your business as well. So really excited about all of that happening. If you are not a podcast listener, but you love hanging out over on YouTube, you can watch the podcast over on YouTube tomorrow as well. So hey, Robin. Hey, Kelly. Good. All of you guys are joining in. Good to see everyone. I am just getting back in town. I was at Jordan Essentials hanging out for their convention over the last couple of days. And before that, I was in Arizona hanging out with my biz besties in my mastermind group that I pay to be a part of. And that was incredible. So I'm here today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, I'm headed to Vegas to go hang out with Jafra for their national convention. So just super excited. Lots happening, lots going on this time of year. So this topic is super timely, right? We're talking about how to simplify and streamline and summerfy your social media content so you're not feeling like you're just kind of on this constant I feel like it's a hamster wheel, right? Like you're just constantly like you post something and you have to post something else and you have to post something else. And social media can feel really overwhelming. And I think especially this time of year when we're busy, we're on the go, there's a lot going on. And there's probably a lot of fun things you want to be doing this summer. Maybe you have kids home, maybe you have vacations planned, maybe you're traveling to your company conference, but you know that you still need to show up on social media. So a couple of tips, tricks, strategies for you. Oh, Daisy's here in San Diego. Yay. I love that. So good. Welcome, welcome, you guys. So a couple of things to think about when it comes to social. I am a huge fan of planning out my content in advance. So but some of you might be listening thinking, I actually like to post on the go. And I do feel like there's a time and place for that. I feel like that really lives in the stories, the behind the scenes. Like if you've been watching my stories over the last week, you will have seen all of my crazy travel issues and me driving across the state of Missouri all kinds of things happening kind of behind the scenes. So I do love to kind of post on the go, but I really feel like that belongs mostly in the stories. That's really where I feel like that's the best place to share that kind of content. We were at SeaWorld yesterday, posted some pictures there, just like the fun stuff happening behind the scenes in the day to day of your life, not just your business. Then when you think about what you're posting to your feed, I always say your wall. I think that ages me a little bit. Anyone else still call it like your Facebook wall? You post to your feed or you post to your grid on Instagram, kind of those more static posts that are going to be there forever. I love planning those out in advance. So, as you're thinking about what your content strategy might look like, I would definitely start thinking about what your goals are each and every week on social. So, an example of that, and this is 100% an example, I'm not saying this is definitely the way to do it. This may work for you, this may not. But, you might start thinking about, okay, I want to post, 3 reels a week. Every week, it's my goal to get 3 short form videos out there. And I want to post one piece of true educational content to help people out and be really, make sure the content's super educational. Then maybe you want to post like a funny meme or something to entertain people. And I have to say, like those memes, I've played around with this a little bit, especially in my reels. Throw some Beyonce or Taylor Swift or Barbie. People love it. And it's really simple to create. So that might be another post that you're like, okay, once a week, I want to have something fun and kind of, silly and engaging for people to check out. Maybe you're doing a behind the scenes post every week. And then, of course, we want to sprinkle in some sales posts. I am a big fan of the 80-20 rule. 80% of your content should be high value. It should not be focused on selling, but 20% of the time we do need to sell, and we want to be intentional about what we're selling. Maybe there's a weekly special your company offers, or maybe there's a customer special or a host reward thing that's happening for the month, or maybe there's new products being released. So some kind of product feature that's going to result in somebody actually taking the step to make a purchase. So first I start with those goals. Okay, so I'm going to post 3 reels a week, 1 educational, 1 entertaining, 1 product feature, 1 meme. Again, making this up, right? So as you know kind of what that framework looks like these are a couple of the things that I definitely want to post each and every week. Then you can start mapping out your content. And you can schedule that content directly on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're hanging out. It is there for you. I'm a big fan of using a third-party scheduling tool. I think all of you know that I love ScentShare. I love having all of my content in one place, and I love repurposing it across all of my channels. So when I'm thinking about content strategy, keeping it all in one place and being able to schedule from there is huge. Now, I know a couple of you are probably listening right now thinking, I love that concept, but I know that I can't schedule to my group. And so I know I've said this a million times over, but if you're here for the first time, I'm going to say it again. You want to be posting your content publicly. It needs to be public so it is shareable and discoverable. You can then take that content and share it into your VIP group. So if you've been living in your VIP group, this little bit of tough love, speaking to you directly, you got to get outside that VIP group. You got to bring in new leads, new customers, new people into your business. And you're not going to do that by just hanging out in that VIP group. So an example of it is this video right here. I am sharing this both on my personal page, which is public, as well as my business page, which is also public, right? I'm going to take that video from my business page and I'm going to click the share button and share it into my group. So I'm still loving on my group. I'm not abandoning my group. It's not being archived, but I'm not creating the content in a closed private space. I'm creating it publicly and then sharing it to those places. So if you're kind of like, I don't know what to do, I got a group, that's where all my people are, but I hear you and I know I need to get out there publicly, I would go where your audience is. Do you have an audience? Do you have a following on your personal page? If so, yes, you probably do, right? Go there. If you already have a business page established and you have a good following there, go there, right? But if you have 0 followers on your business page, that's something you're going to want to work on and build up over time. It's not going to happen overnight. So you're going to want to leverage that personal profile as well. All right. I hope that was helpful because I get that question like every time I speak, every time I talk on social media, people are like, but wait, I got this VIP group and I got this page. Where do I go? Where do I hang out? Right. And of course, if you're going to other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that is public content, right? Like let's put it in public places. Okay. So starting with our goals, really identifying what you want to be posting every week and then literally mapping out a calendar. If you can batch schedule ahead of time, you can plan it, you can schedule it, you can not totally forget about it, right? We don't want to just post and ghost, but we want to post automatically in the background while we're at the beach. Then we want to go back and we want to engage in those comments, right? So when you're thinking about your social strategy, you don't necessarily have to be posting everything in real time, which is fantastic when you are out there enjoying life and you're traveling and you're doing summer and you're having fun times outside, right? Like you don't want to be glued to social media. And I think so often we feel this pull to be like, I got to make a post. I got to share what's going on social. You really don't have to. You can share some of that in the stories if you feel like it, but you can feel so much better knowing that your content is posted and scheduled automatically in the background across your platforms. And then again, repurposing. Repurposing is huge, right? If you're working hard to create really great content, you want to be able to repurpose that in different places. So you could share it to your stories. You could share it from Instagram to Facebook. You could do it the other way around. You could post it to your group, to your page. You have so many different places to go and post. All right, a couple other things I want to mention. I love, I wish it was called SunShare. That would be super cute. ScentShare. Yes, thank you, Kelly. ScentShare. and ScentShare, by the way, has a special happening here in July. So for another month or so, you can get in on a 60-day free trial with ScentShare. You just go over to, you can use my link if you want, moderndirectseller.com/ScentShare. And then when you go to checkout, use the coupon code CINCHMAS, like Christmas, but CINCHMAS, 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 and you get 60 days free. How cool is that? So if you're wanting to give it a try, or maybe just even give it a try during the summer months and see how it's working for you, this would be the perfect time to do that. Okay, let's also talk about creating a little bit of lazy content. And I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I get it. Like we all have moments where we are on the go, there's a lot happening, and we know that we're not going to be able to sit down and write like a 14-paragraph, very thoughtful social post. So a couple things that I'm loving, polls. Number one, polls, right? That is a great way to just get a feel for what your customers, what your audience wants to hear from. I just did that over in my group yesterday, asking people, what are one of your goals over the next 12 months? And some of the answers were really interesting. In fact, a lot of people said they wanted to be doing more on social media versus I was surprised that very few people said they wanted to be doing less on social media. So there were some interesting results in there. If you haven't voted, go vote in my poll, by the way. But a poll is really simple. Hey, what product do you want me to talk about this week? How easy is that? Let your customers help you create that content that you're putting out there. That's a great strategy. Or tell me what your favorite new product is and list out some new products. Or if I'm going to do an event coming up in the next couple of weeks, would you be interested in attending? You could put that on one of those big, bold backgrounds. I love the bright colored backgrounds with short, you can only fit maybe 2 sentences. Those are still getting incredible engagement on social. So I highly recommend utilizing those. You don't have to create a graphic. You don't have to write more than 2 sentences. The hardest part is going to be narrowing it down to just a couple sentences, right? So definitely think a little bit about how you can engage your audience with some of those very short, quick posts. Now, a couple of other things I wanted to mention for all of you, whether you're in the academy or not, we have some cool resources that are going to be helpful for you for creating content and just giving yourself a little bit of a jump start. Again, the podcast episode that's going live tomorrow on AI talks a lot about using AI to help you create your content, or at least get started brainstorming your content. That's probably the number one way I'm using ChatGPT right now, is just to brainstorm the content that I'm created to get my wheels turning. And then, of course, I'm going to put my own spin on it. So that's a great place to go. We also have a social bundle. It's 30 done-for-you graphics. If you are using ScentShare, they're preloaded to ScentShare. If you're not on ScentShare, you can get them, download them into Google Drive, and there's a PDF to go along with it. So you can grab that over at moderndirectseller.com/social bundle. And it's 30 done for you graphics. Like that could carry you through the rest of the summer. Just sprinkle those in. We also, if you're in the academy, took that concept and blew it up. So we actually have 365 social prompts that are just fun engagement prompts to get people talking. And there's graphics that go with them. They're available in Canva. You can edit them. You can modify them. You can add your own brand colors. You can add your logo. You can put your spin on it. That's available to you. We've also added them to boards. That was a request that came up in the last couple of months, as I'd love to have all of that content right there on my keyboard. So we've added those in as well. And of course, they're also in Instant Share also. So no matter where you're hanging out, what platform you're using, we got you. That's the 365 social bundle. If you are doing a bit more long form content, meaning you're doing blog posts or you're doing YouTube videos or podcasts, or if you're doing any email marketing, go grab our content strategy. This is how to take long form content and then break it into short form pieces. So you literally could create one long form piece of content for the week and then take it into little tiny bits and pieces to drip across your social channels. So that one is totally free. You can go grab that one over at moderndirectseller.com/content. And last but not least, if you are inside the academy, we have our monthly social selling action plan. And I'd love to hear in the comments, for those of you that are using the social selling action plan, this is something we've gotten just crazy good feedback on. But basically, there's Canva templates, there's engagement posts, and there's kind of fill in the blank templates to use as you're showing up on social. So it fills a lot of gaps in your social plan to, again, take the guesswork out of things. And so you can just really enjoy serving your customers, showing up, doing all the things that you do best, and not have to worry as much about social. And there's Canva templates too. So you can add your own product images. You can add your own text over it. You can add your own photo. They're really, really fun. And then every month I do a video going over how to use that social selling action plan. So our July plan is inside the academy right now. Our August plan will be dropped very, very soon to give you a jump start on next month as well. So lots of good things happening. Again, if you're in the academy, we have office hours starting today. I would love to see you for those. That's actually here at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. If you will be at Jafra's conference coming up this week, I can't wait to see you. Looking forward to heading to Vegas tomorrow night. And then I will be back here for Make Money Monday next week. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. So if you found this valuable, share it with your team, your friends, your biz besties. I hope you can summerfy your social content, make it easier than ever to show up on social so you can get outside and go enjoy the sunshine. All right, I hope you all have a great day today. I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one. Bye, everyone.